I can't find my headset to voice over this, so I'm hoping that this voiceover is still heard correctly. Because normally I put earbuds in and talk through the little mic on my earbuds. So if this doesn't sound as normal, that's why. So guys, this was the orange makeup challenge. So it's kind of like a get ready with me orange edition, but obviously I'm not getting ready to go out. I do crazy makeup. I don't do get ready with me makeup. But yes, this was like all orange makeup challenge or orange packaging. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you I failed at this. Not failed at the makeup. I think it turned out really cool, but failed at only using orange or orange labeled packaging. And this is why. So this look took me every bit of 3 hours plus because I got halfway through trying to only use orange and it looked awful. So I took it all off and I decided to restart with my original intent of using a yellow base, which is what I did, which gets me out of the orange category. So I failed at the challenge, but I still made a pretty cool look in my personal opinion. So in terms of this look itself, you're only seeing me after I took everything off and started it again. It took like an hour and a half. So I started with an orange, I started with drawing everything out with eyeliner. So when I first tried, I tried to use like orange gel eyeliner from ColourPop and it was not working. So I did my usual and traced it out with my Too Faced by Sex eyeliner, which I need to buy some more because mine's drying out. And then I colored in the yellow with Sunset foundation, I believe. No, excuse me. I did the Sunset foundation is what I used in the original that I took off. I used the Mirhan water activated and put it all over the areas that I wanted the base to be yellow. And then I used the orange from that same palette to do the detailing, like the brain and the stuff that like ripped out mouth pieces and then the neck. Now, I did use Sunset foundation mixed with a little bit of orange Sunset foundation, just white and orange, to get the bone structure and the teeth. That way it had a hint of orange to kind of keep in theme with orange. And then, of course, my yellow base. When I got to my yellow base to do the details, I used Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina, the orange palette, and I did a ton of shading with just that eyeshadow all over where the yellow base was and around my eyes and all of that to really get this orange look but still have some yellow in it. That way it looks dimensional. Man, when I was just trying to use orange, it was a hot mess. It was just like, there wasn't any dimension to it, nothing like that. It was just awful. So yeah, I just did a whole lot of shading with different shades of yellow from that palette. I also leveraged my Morphe James Charles palette a little bit for the shade of yellow they have in that palette, and there's some burnt orange colors in one of Morphe's palette. Jamie, is it Jamie? No, I don't remember, but there's like a palette that has a lot of like burnt orange and brown colors, and I used one or two colors in there, but the majority of the shading was from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina orange palette. And that's those big, huge square palettes with like the butterflies on it. And it was all orange. And all the shades in there are like orange and yellow. And because it is orange packaging, I actually did use a little bit of the yellow shades in there to kind of like emphasize the yellow in some areas. So there's that. Other than that, I took when I was done with all the shading, instead of using black, I actually used this really dark brown, almost black color from one of Grapevines cream palettes. I think it was the Werewolf palette, to do the outlines, because I wanted this to look more orange than anything, and if I had gone in with black, it would have been too contrasting. So the brown kind of, like blended better, looked better with the warm tones of the look itself. So I did that, and I did a little smudging because I like to smear out the lines a little bit. And then I went in with the remainder of the cream that I used, the Sunset foundation, the white and the orange that I did for the bones, and I did some outlining, and then I did some outlining with the same brown color that I used to trace everything out. And in this video, if you see me talking, it's because I actually did participate in a challenge. So I belong to an app called Clapper. It's a whole lot like TikTok, guys. And I have my most followers there. I have over 11,000 followers over there. So I had their creator community over there reach out to me and asked me to do the Get Ready With Me Orange Edition challenge. And when I was like, well, I don't really do Get Ready With Me videos because my makeup is like crazy makeup. And they're like, no, we would love to see that. So they asked me to participate in it, and that's actually what stemmed this video and why I decided to do it. Is to be part of their community. So if you are not following me on Clapper, if you don't have Clapper, especially with everything that's going on with the other app, go check them out. Maybe sign up and follow me on Clapper. I do have the most followers there. I have the most engagement there. I like that app. I will say its editing software is not quite up to par, so I always edit outside of that app and then import it because it is a newer app, and they came around back when a couple of years ago when it was when the other app was talking about going away. So it's nice to have a backup, and I post everything I post on the other one at that one, just not in the same timing frequency. Because you can't, there's not a save video for later and then post like the other app has. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm talking a lot about the other app. So anyway, this look is done once I did my eyeliner, which is obviously black, and then my mascara and lashes, which are also obviously black. But you really can't tell with the difference between the shading that I did because of the darkness of that brown tint. And then I put an orange wig on and recorded videos. And the contacts I used, of course, were orange. And I don't remember where the contacts came from. I've had them for a while. They're actually driving contacts. But the wig came from Temu. Most of my wigs, not all of them, I think all but 3 or 4 of them are from Temu. Very reasonably priced wigs over there. Like, you can find them anywhere between $8 to $16. So, yeah. And I actually like them better than some of the others I've purchased not off Temu. But yeah, let me know what you think of my challenge. I did fail because I used yellow, but at the same time, if you thought it turned out good. And thanks so much for watching.